Hi everyone, in this video we're going to take a look into MAC's brand new collaboration collection with Teyana Taylor. This is currently available through MAC's website or through Macy's, which is where I purchased my items. I'll put a link in the description box below to where you can find the items online that are not sold out yet. And of course, if you are shopping online, make sure you're part of Rakuten. I'll put the link in the description if you aren't already part of that, so you can at least get some cash back on money that you're already spending. So if you want to see swatches of these, including the lip swatches applied to the lips, I might even apply that highlighting shade to my cheeks and show you in this video, then keep watching. Thank you for being a subscriber if you already are one, and if you aren't, please hit that red subscribe button and also go ahead and follow Allura Beauty over on Instagram. I'll put the username in the upper left hand corner for you. One last thing, I'm going to shout out my latest video, which was a swatch and lip application video for Maybelline's brand new Lifter lip glosses, which so many people seem to love. So if you want to see what those shades look like and get my thoughts on the formula, then I'll link that in the upper right hand corner for you to click on and open up in a new window if you haven't seen it already. All right, let's get to swatching MAC's new Teyana Taylor collection. So this collection includes several different shades in each category, and there's only one highlighting shade, but for the lip products, there are several shades of the lipstick, lip gloss, and lip pencil. I'm just gonna show you one shade from each category because these were the kind of sneak peeked or first shades that were released in limited manner before the entire collection is released. At this point, as of filming this video, the entire collection is currently available to purchase. So let's talk about the collection in general first. MAC says, Teyana Taylor's old school favorites get a brand new neon beat. Put your personal spin on 4 shades, each of limited edition lipstick, lip gloss, and lip pencil. Or get into the real star of the show, an exclusive, never before seen mineralized skin finish. All wrapped in 90s neon packaging. And the quote from her is, "I was inspired by the 90s and the heart and soul of Harlem and wanted to show that through the shades and packaging. I'm very excited to be partnering with a company like MAC, who I've watched collaborate with strong women of color over the years." So when I first saw this description, I thought, oh no, this is just going to be reused colors that have all been released before, but just in limited edition packaging. And while I believe there are a couple of shades that are either permanent or have been released before, I think actually for the majority or almost all of the collection, these are colors that are not previous colors. And in fact, now that I'm looking at the details, I think the only reused shades are in the lip pencil line, and either 2 or 3 of those shades in that line are reused colors. If I'm wrong about that, feel free to correct me in the comments below, but I think most of these are new and limited, certainly edition shades. And as we can see, consistent with the description, this is very bright neon packaging. I know some people will love that, some people will not be a fan of that. That's just kind of personal choice, but it is unique, it is bright, and it is fun. So let's start with the mineralized skin finish. This retails for $37. And if you aren't familiar, mineralized skin finishes can be used in a variety of ways, mostly depending on the shade. Sometimes they can even be used as kind of all over shimmering powders, if that's your thing. They can definitely be used as highlights, as shimmering bronzers, and as blushes. Again, usually depending on the nature of the shade. So we have the bright pink neon packaging with the silver MAC Teyana Taylor on the clear lid that's domed. It snaps open. You have a silver rim inside, and the shade, which is House of Petunia. This looks mostly like it'll be a highlighting shade, maybe bronzing. We'll see when we swatch it. So I'm going to take a powder brush. This is an e.l.f. blending brush to swatch this with. And House of Petunia is described as a gold with bronze accents. This definitely seems like a highlighting shade. It's actually kind of on the softer side. I'm going to go in with some more product and build it up. The second layer. I'm a little surprised that this is not more impactful. It is a very lovely, but on the more subtle side, very soft gold shimmer. I'm going to take my finger and also swatch it so you can see what it looks like with a heavy swatch. Okay, so on this side we have the brush swatch with 2 layers. You can see it's more subtle gold shimmer, and then just you can see in comparison, you might want to use it as an eyeshadow, or I guess if you really packed it on the cheeks, you might get something closer to this. Next up, let's take a look at the lip pencil. So there will be 4 shades in the range. They each will cost $19. Bright neon packaging, and this is a wood pencil, so that means you will need to sharpen it. And this one is the shade Chestnut, which I believe is permanent in the line. And Chestnut is described as an intense brown. To me, this has a maroony kind of wine, subtle purpley, really deep purpley undertone to it. It's not just brown. Next up is the lip gloss. There will be 3 shades available in the collection, and these will retail also for $19 each. Neon handle or cap with a clear tube, slanted doe-footed applicator, and this shade is 10s across the board. And this shade is described as a candy apple red with a slight pearl. It looks more bricky toned in the tube. Oh, and now I see that really, really subtle reddy shimmer in there. So it does have subtle shimmer. But anyway, in the tube, it looks more brick and warm toned. But once it goes on the skin, it is more candy appled red, which I actually really like. And last up is one of the lipsticks. There will be 4 in the line available for you to choose from. They retail for $20 each. The entire thing is the clear neon color. They're pretty lightweight, so they don't feel super hefty. It is plastic. I wouldn't say it feels the most luxurious, but it feels sturdy enough. You have more of a steel chrome inner tube there. And this shade is a Rose in Harlem. And this shade is described as a matte, bright candy apple red. Beautiful. Okay, so there are your 3 lip products applied up close. Certainly could use them all with each other, or 2 of them combined, or individually. Okay, let's move on to some swatches, lip swatches, and I'll go ahead and apply that highlighter for you too, and I'll give you my thoughts as we're applying. Okay, first I'm gonna apply the Mineralized Skin Finish. I've already applied my blush. It's kind of like a bronzery blush, which I thought would go well with the Mineralized Skin Finish. So I'm gonna take this brush from Kaleidos Makeup. It's one of my favorites. Apply it to the tops of the cheekbones. Oh, it's showing up on the cheeks. It shows up a lot more impactfully than in the swatch. Now I am using a smaller brush and I'm applying it just to a smaller strip, so that's probably also why, but hopefully you can see it applied right here as opposed to this side. Okay, now I'm going to show you each lip product applied one by one separately. I'm not going to layer them, but I do want to note for you, if in this footage, and actually in some of my recent videos, if you see my skin look kind of, especially in those up close video clips where I show you the lip products applied, if lately you've seen my skin look kind of like stretched or looked dry, and if you've seen scaly kind of peely bits, it's because I did a chemical peel about 5 days ago, so my skin is peeling. So I'm sorry it doesn't look the most appealing, but that is why. It's not that I don't know that it's happening, it's just kind of the process of doing a chemical peel. So first let's apply the lip gloss. Oh yeah, you see it's definitely more of a candy red. It's not so warm toned as it looks in the tube, which goes a lot better for me personally with my skin tone. So that's kind of a give and a take. If you want it to be more candy apple red, then this is a good choice for you. But then if you are expecting it to be more warm toned and bricky, the way it might look in the tube, then you might be surprised that it's not that warm toned. It's got really nice color. I'm not a huge fan of MAC lip glosses just because I don't think they're super special, but this one is really pretty. Let's do the lip pencil next. For being a traditional like matte liner, lip liner in a pencil form, it goes on pretty nicely. It doesn't tug too much. Okay, it's not super precise, but you get the idea. Very vampy, deep shade. And last not least, the lipstick. This one is not the creamiest. Certainly not as dry or as skippy as, say, a retro matte formula. Ooh, that is pretty. It's almost like it's another candy apple red for sure. Almost orange tony. All right, so there you have a little look into the Teyana Taylor collection. I would say good, solid quality on each of these. Nothing that seems to be mind-blowing or exceptional or frankly that unique. But if you enjoy the look of the collection, the feel of the neon, kind of retro 90s feel to it, then a good selection of colors and solid formulas to them too. Let me know in the comment section below what in this collection you are eyeing the most, whether you like the packaging or don't like it, the colors, or any other thoughts that you have. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. As always, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch, and I'll see you in the next one.